Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to go through some new products I've bought, various products that I've just put into one thing. It's going to be Lisa Eldridge, an update on my Dior bronzer that I showed you a couple of weeks back, and some new Chanel products. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss all high-end beauty. If you're returning, welcome back. You'll see my new backdrop's been installed. Probably doesn't go with my top, but there you go. And I wanted to put in a new backdrop. This is not finished yet. There'll be other parts to add. I need to add a camera as well. I'm not happy with my phone camera. I think it doesn't do me any justice. It's not great lighting, so there's still things to be working on. However, I have a very small space and that has took up a great deal of it, but I prefer to have a neutral type of background rather than a lot of mess in the background. It just doesn't look it's very distracting. Let me know what you think. It's a mandala and it's a room divider, quite huge. It's quite huge actually. So if I get out the way, you can sort of see it there. And yeah, I'm going to keep updating and working with the lighting, and I'm going to be buying a new camera, so things will be changing throughout 2025. I've already got all my makeup on that I'm wearing today. Some of it obviously is older stuff, so I won't go into detail. I've got the new bronzer on. The lighting's only on one side of my face, so it's not darker there, honestly, it's just the lighting. I might bring this around to, yeah, this might help to even it out a bit more. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? I've got my bronzer on, a blush, I've got my new eye stuff on, and I'm going to go through what I bought from Chanel and what I'm not going to be buying from the Chanel Spring Summer collection, and what you could use as an alternative to buying that. It's all here. We'll go through it now. As I said, if you're new to my channel, please consider liking this video if you're going to watch it, and if you get to the end, press the subscribe button. It really helps me out too, helps the algorithm. And yeah, let's get into it. I picked up a couple of Chanel products, so I'll do Chanel. Yeah, I'll do Chanel first from the spring summer, and also I've got some comparisons as well. Now I only picked up 2 products from the spring summer. I've got one of the new Rouge Coco Balms, which is a hydrating, beautifying tinted lip balm with buildable colour, and I got it in 732 Honey Bliss, so we'll pop that on today. And then I picked up also the eye pencil. It's the Stilo Yut, which I really love these eye pencils. And usually what I would do when they come out, I would buy all of them, but I've got so many pencils now and they dry up after, I'd say after about a year. Some of them are more than a year old. They start to slowly dry up. They split away from the base. They have a tendency to fall out. So I've really cut back on buying these, which is a shame because I do love them. As I said, I just don't, I've got so many pencils, I don't get to wear them all. This one is the long lasting eyeliner, which I'm sure they've changed that from water. Oh no, it is waterproof. They've changed something about that. I'm gonna have to look at an old one and see what's, yeah, because that's still relatively new. Yeah. Anyway, it's number 90 Vert Lagoon, and it is that beautiful green which I have as an eyeliner on my eyes. I'll go through that as well, give you swatches and comparisons. So if you've got the comparisons, do you really need it? And then I'll give you an update on the Dior Forever Nude Bronzer, and then finally we'll go through which pencil I picked up from the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Pinpoint Concealer Micro Correcting Pencil, and we'll do a little try on of that as well. I hope you like the sound of what I'm going to show you. I'm going to go through the pros and cons of each of these products, and let's get into it. So first off, I'm going to talk about the eyeliner. When this new collection come out, it had 4 single eyeshadows. There was 2 that were a glacé, with a glacé finish. One was that one was like a mint green shade, which works well with this eyeliner, and the other one is a peach coral tone, which is beautiful. Now, I did consider buying that, and then I thought, I'm sure I've got products that I can put on my eyes that are very similar. I didn't dare look at it in real life because I was in Boots yesterday, and I thought I could go over to that counter and really look at them and I'll know I want to buy it. I'm trying to be very clever about what I buy this year and sticking to things that I know I don't have anything similar to. Now, in terms of the Vert Lagoon, I thought it didn't have anything similar to it because online it looks quite green, and it is quite green. If you look, it's a beautiful shade. I never thought it'd suit my eyes, and it does. It actually really does suit me. So I'm really impressed with the colour of it. It's like a green stroke Virgin On being a teal aqua green. It could go with many eye colours. So the eyeshadow, the single eyeshadow I wanted to buy was similar to these 2 colours I have on my eyes today. And I thought, well, I've got these, so I don't really need to buy it. I'll go through what I did here with my eye as well. So let's get on with the eyeliner itself. So it is the typical Stilo Yacht, which is probably everybody's familiar with Chanel. It is 0.01 ounce or 0.3 gram, and it is like that. I'll cover my eyes up so, and then I will scroll it up so you can see the shade it is. It's a lovely colour actually, really nice. And then you'll have to ignore the cat scratches on the back of my hand, and that is it there. Let's just do it a bit deeper, and there we go. It's gorgeous. It is a lovely shade, and that is quite true, that colour in the camera, to what it actually is. And like I say, I've got it on my eyes there. So I've done a little slight winged effect. And the thing is, with this eyeliner, maybe because it's brand new and it's really creamy, I could do the wing quite easily. So, it's just a gorgeous colour. It really is. I'm glad I bought that because there's nothing in the Chanel range that is similar, very similar, except one pencil, but that will go with it but isn't the same. I did want to buy that, and the other colours was one that was like a red colour. I don't know whether that would make my eyes look bruised, so I avoided that. And there's a beautiful, it's quite a matte purple. I struggled to get, I wanted to get that as well, but I have so many purple eyeliners, I had to say no to that one as well. I might change my mind and go back. So let's watch this space. And then what was the other one? I think it was like a brownish, a matte brownish red, which would be nice with blue eyes as well. And I was a bit, again, I have many brownish eyeliners, so it was, do I really need it? That was the big deal. Anyway, coming on to this Lagoon Vert, I just want to go show you 2 comparisons I have. Now I have the Chanel Stilo Ombre A Contour. This came out last year, I think, as part of the summer collection, and it's in 44 Nuage Bleu, if you remember that. Now, I did show this in a video, and this is the shade there. It's really nice actually. It's quite pale, great for, you know, under the eyeliner, under the eye itself, and it works. If you see, it's going to work really well with this one. It's good if you've got this pencil, it might be worth you getting the Lagoon Vert. And then the other one I've got is from Victoria Beckham, and I never realised how close the shades were. So I've got the Satin Kajal liner in Surfside, and I will just show you there. You can see the colour, and it is a proper teal. So Surfside, yes. And there it is, and I will get it out to show you. See the colour there, and I will swatch that next to. Now, I'd say it's just a slightly deeper version of Lagoon Vert, and probably with more blue in it. So that's leaning more green, and that one's leaning more blue. That's like quite a teal shade. If you have this, will you really need that, is the question. I do, like I say, I do like it. It hasn't smudged it. I find with this Victoria Beckham one, when I wear it over the top of my eye, it tends, because I've got a bit of a hooded eye, when I open my eye, if it's not set down, the colour transfers onto my upper mobile lid. So I have to be quite careful. But this one, the Chanel, hasn't transferred at all. So that's worth knowing if you have slightly hooded eyes like me. But it is a lovely pencil, but I tend to not wear it too often. Or if I do, I really put it at the very closest I can to get to my lashes, so it doesn't transfer. And I tend to keep my eyes like that till it dries off. But it is a lovely colour, and Victoria Beckham eyeliners are amazing. And then finally, I've got the Stilo Waterproof in 946 Intense Teal. And this is 946. You can see that there. And I will just show you the colour there. And I will swatch that again. And then again, this has more blue in it. So if you can see, Vert Lagoon is like more of an aqua green, more intense blue based, and Surfside is virginal between them two shades. Good to know that I haven't got one exactly the same shade, which is interesting. And I'm glad I did purchase it, actually, because as I say, it would suit most eye colours, that, and it goes well with the peachy coral shade. So as I was saying, with the coral shade, I did want to buy the single eyeshadow, but then I realised I have a product that I'm pretty sure is still available, and it is also by Chanel, and it's called the Ombre Premier Lac, and it's in 24 Rising Sun, and it is a metallic. It's metallic. So there it is. Now I put that all over my mobile lid. I've intensified it with a bit of a brown eyeshadow, and in between, in the corners, to lighten it off, I'll show you what I've done. But that's the shade there, and it is very like the shade they brought out. So if I pop it there, so if you own Rising Sun, which was a very popular shade when it came out, there it is. And I'll just blend that out. There we go. You can see it there. It was a very popular shade when it came out. And it has also got a bit of sparkle in it. And then I also recently, about 4 or 5 months ago, bought the Dior Show Mono Colour. And I bought this one in 633 Coral Look Glitter. And there's 2 grams of product in this. And I thought, well, if I've got that and then Rising Sun, I'm sure that will mimic those two, that single eyeshadow. There it is there. And I'll just give a swatch of that. Now, it doesn't come up very well as a swatch, but that's on my finger there. And I'll just swatch it over. So there we go. I swatched it over the top of the Rising Sun there, just so you can see it, because it's hard to see when you swatch it on the back of your hand, but it's great to put on. I'll put it on just as a lid topper, but I'll put it in the corner of my eye today. you can see there, it just brightens off your eye, but it just works well with the green as well. And it gives that look that Chanel have done with that green eyeliner. I'm sort of quite pleased to have found a way to use up two existing colours I have, this brand new one, because this has only got 6 months shelf life. I would need to use, although they last longer, to be honest. I found them that they've lasted longer than, I mean, some of their palettes only have 12 months shelf life, and I find that they last a bit longer than that. The other colour that came out that was quite interesting was the lilac shade, and that was also a single eyeshadow. Now, there was a reason why I never purchased that one as well, and that is because I have the Dior Backstage Eye Palette in Silver Essentials. So there it is. And it's more than a year old, this, but it has purples and lilacs in it. And so the reason I thought, I find that also with lilac shades. So there is, so there's a lilac one there, and I'll swatch it. I find with lilac shades, they're generally, and it is a matte one, so there it is there, and I shall just do it a bit stronger there. Now the other one was more by Chanel's, more glittery, so in answer to that I can put this neutral glitter over it and liven it up a bit, and there you go. So I've just put that shade over the top of it, and it livens it up, as you can see. I thought, rather than let these go to waste, I've already got purples and lilacs and silver in this palette. So again, did I need the Chanel one? And if you've got that eye palette, or there was another shade, a single shade they'd done a few years ago, which I bought, which was called Hazard. I think it was Hazard, and it was a lilac-y shade by Chanel, and I found it to be quite powdery, so I was a little bit dubious about this one that come out as a single eyeshadow. So I thought I'd give that one a miss as well. And there's like an orangey brown one, which was matte, and it looks great. It looks like it'd be great for my eye colour, but I don't need it. And then the fourth one, can't remember the fourth one. If I can't remember it, I didn't want it. So that was all the eyeshadows and the eyeliners, and the explanations for why I didn't buy them. Moving on to the lipsticks. Now, Chanel have brought out 2 lots of lipsticks. So they brought out this Rouge Cocoa Balm, and the lavender one in this is lovely, so I might pick that up. It is really, I looked at it yesterday and it is really lovely, so I might pick it up. And then 752 Honey Bliss. I love the idea of the sparkle in this one, so we'll pop that one on in a second, and I'll just get it out. And then they brought out their Pearls collection, or that really lovely black Rouge Allure packaging with the gold edgings. They've brought out 6 or 8 shades. 459 is very appealing to me. It's a lovely colour, and I might purchase that one. I don't like the rest of them. I did mention that last year when they brought out the matte lipsticks, and it was with the white packaging, I wasn't over enamoured with the actual formula of the matte Rouge Allure lipstick, and I've got a feeling these are the same. They go on quite patchy, and you have to build them up to be opaque. When Chanel originally brought out the Rouge Allure Velvets, they were very deeply pigmented, so they've changed the formula, and I just noticed it's not as impactful, and it's more waxier. It isn't as, the quality isn't there as it originally was. That's my personal opinion. I do love the shade 459. I probably will buy it, and I will review it for you and see if it's, you know, I mean, they are limited edition. It's one of them, you need to act fast if you're going to get them anyway. And these are limited edition too. It's 3 gram of product, as these lip balms always seem to be. The lipsticks are 3.5, just so you know. So there's more in the lipstick, but they are £46 of lipsticks now. The Rouge Cocoa Balm, it's got more of an intense shine on it now. So it's got what they call a brilliant shine. They've put it into white packaging, but with that clear lid. The normal Rouge Cocoa Balms are in the black packaging, I believe, with the white lid, if I remember. And yeah, there's the base as well. And I'll just get that up for you to see. It is a lovely colour. I don't know whether you can see the sparkle there. I haven't worn this yet. As you can see, it's brand new. So I've been waiting to try it out with you guys. And I know a few people have reviewed this, so you've probably seen the reviews. However, lipstick look different on different people. I have quite a neutral sort of pink lip, and I have put a bit of my usual maximizer just to plump the lips slightly, but it's wore off now. So it is very much an everyday wear, and as you can see, it's not very impactful in colour, is it? Is that just me? However, it is a nice colour. You don't need to wear a lip liner with it. I was going to put a brown lip liner on, but I don't think I'll bother. I can just feel a slight bit of glitter as you put it on the lips, but I can't feel it on the lips. I can just feel it when I press the bullet onto the lip. Yeah, that's a really nice everyday wear one. So like a honey beige colour. I really quite like that. That's lovely, yeah. It's very moisturising, smooth, soft on the lips. Really comfortable. As I say, I am going to pick up the lilac one. I'm hoping they bring out more as their limited edition. I hope they make these permanent and bring out more shades. Yeah, what do you think of that? Let me know. Have you got any of these lipsticks yet? I think I like the lilac one because it's like a blue based, almost fuchsia pink when it goes on the lips with a hint of purple in it. And that does suit me probably better than this one will, because I can see my teeth look quite a bit yellow. It's not taking the yellowness away from my teeth, but I still like it. It's still very nice. I didn't bother with the others because I thought they were quite either really Barbie pink or quite red. I like these for everyday wear, not for nights out. I prefer more neutral shades or blue-based shades, like quite nude on the lips. I don't think they plump the lips up anymore. No, they don't make your lips look big. I mean, I must admit, I would probably still wear a lip pencil with this because I can see it going over the lip line. So yeah, I would probably still wear a lip pencil with this going forward. It will probably, unless you've got a lip pencil that really stays put, it might. It's so emollient and quite oily. I don't know the ingredients in these, so I'll have to go through that. So it's got squalene, waxes and castor oil in it. Very soft and moisturising on the lips. I don't think they're going to last a long time. Are they going to improve the lip? I think probably the ingredients in it will improve the softness of your lips, but also it means the colour won't last a great deal of time on the lips. I will wear this and get back to you and see, let you know if there's any real longevity on them, but it tend to be with these lip balms, they too tend to wear off really quick. And this one, like I say, is a high shine one. And then I forgot to mention also, I wanted to review some brushes I've bought from BK Beauty. Over Christmas, there's been a couple of sales on in BK Beauty. They're not readily available in the UK. If I buy them, I have to buy them on sale from the US. It's £7 delivery charge, but they're really good value brushes. Yeah, the brushes from BK Beauty are really good value. But as I said, if you're buying them in the UK, they are £7 delivery charge. I noticed a couple of the influencers had affiliate codes to get money knocked off, and then up to about 30% off. Took the opportunity twice actually to buy these brushes, and so far I'm impressed with them. So I have the 101, which is the foundation blending brush. That's really nice. Really, I've enjoyed it. As you can see, I've used it a few times. Really enjoying that one. Then I bought the Angie Hot and Flashy brush. So that as a concealer brush. Now, I wanted to show you it in comparison to my Refa BO5. As you can see, the Angie one is quite a really large brush. I found that it's okay at blending, but I prefer, to be honest, the Refa's got a bit more control. I prefer my Refa brush. I do like that as an alternative. So when I'm washing this one, I found that I had to wash this and get it dry before I used it. That's why I wanted to buy another one. I wish I'd bought two of these, to be honest, but I only bought the one. I really love this brush, but this one will be a good alternative, but it's just a bit, it's a bit more, it's great to get because it's got a flat head, but I just find the Refa ones, there's a bit more control on it. And then three other brushes. I haven't used this one yet, but it is an eyeshadow brush. I wanted to try out by them, 203. So that looks quite interesting. I'll give that one a go. And then I bought a 204, which is let me get it out of the packaging. It's like I haven't used this yet either, but it is a blender for under the eye. If you put too dark a colour under the eye and you want to really blend it out, buff it out. It's that one there. And yeah, I like that one. See if you can see there. Be good at buffing out. It's got a beautiful, these little white bristles on top are so super soft. I got another one which is a face blender, and that one is 112, and I haven't tried that yet either. I was going to use this one as probably a highlighter brush. That's lovely and soft. Those bristles are gorgeous. They're not bad. They're not bad brushes. I'd say the Refa are a bit slightly better quality, but these are more easily accessible and they're cheaper in price. And I got all those. So I got those 5 brushes, I would say. I got them in 2 lots. So I bought them 2 together, and then I bought those 3 there. I'd say I paid all up probably about £60–70 for all of them. Yeah, and they are worth the money. I don't know how readily they're available to anyone else outside the Canada and maybe the US. They're available in Australia or New Zealand or anywhere else in Europe, but I know they're not available in the UK, and I've tried to get them for a few years now. So if you see these affiliates and they got a good postage and packing price and there's money off them, it's worth picking them up. Last of all, I wanted to move on to my most interesting purchase, and then before that I'll just give you a quick update on my Dior Forever Nude Bronze. So this is the bronzing powder I reviewed. I've done a quick first look at and try on a couple of weeks ago. So I've wore it now for the best part of 2 weeks, and there it is. What have I got to say about this? I find it a nice bronzer, but I prefer, to be honest, with my big cheeks at the moment, I probably prefer a contouring product. and I like a bit of a deeper product. I'll just say I think the colour is... I noticed I went into Dior yesterday and I looked at all of them, and I'd say all the colours are a little bit off. They're all very warm, as other people have pointed out. But when you go into shade 4 and 5, 5 was far too dark for me. 4 was not unlike the 5 I had in the previous incarnation of it, with the white cover as I showed you as well last week. And this was the only one really that would ever have suited me. This is the matte version. There's also a more glowier version. I think it's a nice product. Don't think it's worth the £50 price point personally. That's just me. And I don't think I'd get this shade again. However, it's not bad. Like I say, it's quite a nice colour. It's a good everyday wear one. I just prefer more of a contour. I like my face to feel shaped. I don't feel, because of the shade of this and the warmth of it, it doesn't really lend itself to that. But then again, it is a bronzer and not a contouring product. That's my update on it. It still wears lovely. It stays put. It blends beautifully. It is a nice product. It's very moisturising, the powder. It doesn't go on, it doesn't wear off patchy in any way. Moving on to the final product, which is my Lisa Eldridge. And if you've stuck with me this far, press a like and please press subscribe as well, because I will be coming up with plenty more products pretty soon. So I have the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Pinpoint Concealer Micro Correcting Pencil, and I have it in shade 2. So I have shade 2. I think for my face, shade 3 would have been better. However, I wanted to buy shade 2. It's a very neutral beigey, creamy beige colour. I'll insert a photo in this video. A twist up pencil, as you can see. Will it stay at that fine point? You've got a little sharpener if you want to sharpen it. Some reviewers have pointed out you don't get a lot of product for your money. So this was £27 in the UK. It is in weight 0.4 gram or 0.014 ounces. Typical of probably an eyeliner. Depending on how much you're going to be using this and for what areas of your face will depend whether it's cost effective or not. If you've got a lot of blemishes on your face, I don't recommend this, because you're going to go through it within a few weeks. If you consider it's about £35 for 15 grams or 15 mils of a normal concealer for under your eyes and, you know, and any blemishes, this is £27 for 0.4 gram. So you have to look at it like that. It is very creamy. I'll swatch it there on the back of my hand. I don't know whether you'll see it. Let me do it a bit. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're going to see it, because it does match my, there it is. It does match my skin tone pretty well on my hand anyway. I bought it because I suffer with a lot of dark circles that I find my normal concealers can't seem to hide very well. So I have darkness here and in the corner here of my eyes. I have 2 blemishes here on my face, which are permanent blemishes, and they struggle as well. Now, I have wore this once before, and I put it yesterday. I was going to film this video yesterday. However, I had a weepy eye yesterday. I didn't want to put makeup on it. It just kept weeping all day. I don't know whether I got cold in it or what happened, but it carried on weeping. But I did try this pencil out. Now, it's supposed to be waterproof and sweat proof. It's not smudge proof. So if you start doing that and touching your eye like I was yesterday, it all wore off. But this eye wasn't weeping and it did stay put. What I'll do, I'm going to just put it on today where I find I need it. Now, Lisa Eldridge just says, put it on like a scribble. And then blend it. You can blend it with a brush or with your finger. Now I'm going to use my more. So I'm just going to quickly. It is quite creamy, but it's also, so if you can see there, let me get my bigger mirror. Yeah, if you can see there, I've immediately got rid of all the darkness there in the corner of my eye. And I love this pencil for that. Yeah, just right in the corner, I get a bit of darkness there. And then I have a dark circle here. So what I did yesterday, I just literally drew it onto the circle itself and then blended it. And I found that worked as well at hiding that darkness. And then again in the corner there. And I'll do this eye because again, so there's the eye done. And then I've got to do this eye. Now I must admit, because I've got bright lights on me today, it doesn't show up my darknesses as well as it normally is. Quite dark under my eyes and there in the corner. And then you literally just pat it. And I think number 2 is ideal for my skin tone around my eyes to brighten as well. Now, I didn't bother putting it around my nose because I think I'd used just too much product for that. But I do have a blemish from a previous spot that won't seem to, redness that won't seem to go away. So I did pop this on and then blend it. And I found that helped as well. And it didn't show through either. So that's got rid of the redness there. And then these 2 blemishes, I just wanted to quickly. Now this is where I think shade 3, excuse me, shade 3 would be a better shade on my actual face. Because shade 2 is a bit too pale, but around my eyes it's not. So if I was going to really invest in this pencil, I get shade 3 for the face and use shade 2 around my eyes. And that hides, as you can see, it doesn't hide that so well because it's too pale, but it hides the actual darkness of the spot itself. So yeah, I think it's brilliant for around my eyes. If you had heavy blemishes, this wouldn't be, you would be using it too quick. It would not be cost effective. Have to really weigh up what you would need this pencil for. It's also time consuming as well. I do like it around my eyes. I must admit, it does take away all the darkness. It works better than my normal concealers do. Just in the corners there, it works brilliantly. And it just hides that really dark patch right under my eye. I think it's really effective for that. I really do like it. And then these 2 blemishes here, I think I'd want shade 3 for them. And then on my nose, yeah, it's just hidden that redness straight away there where I had a previous blemish, and it's just left some scarring. As you get older, scarring takes a lot longer to disappear from blemishes, any spots you get. There's other areas I could obviously go around in my on my face, but I think it's sometimes good to have those little blemishes because it shows you your skin is, you know, natural too. It's unless you really need it perfected, you know, if you're going for an event, a night out, then yeah, take your time and get rid of all those little red patches and blemishes and scarring, etc. It's just that, is this good for me for when I'm getting ready for work in the morning? It's too slow. I'd probably be late for work. As I said, if you've got a heavy amount of actual blemishes, it's not worth your money, honestly. You'll just go through this within 2 or 3 weeks. You need to make sure that lid's tightly on as well, otherwise product will dry out. I like it, like I said, for around my eyes. Would I purchase it again? I'll see how I go with it, and I'll also report back on it and let you know if I thought it was worth the money. I did notice yesterday on this is my darkest spot point here, and it's completely gone, which is great, and it never wore off the whole day. But where I had this, I was weeping. I was rubbing a lot because it was really irritating me, and it all wore off. And also, they say that you can wear it under makeup, over makeup, blah, blah, blah. So what I did was I put it on under, I put my foundation on, and then I put it on before I put all my powders on. But I found as soon as I put my bronzer on, it wore off these points straight away. You can't wear it under makeup unless you're very gentle with a brush over. Otherwise, the brush will make it wear off. And yeah, so I ended up, I think the best way is to put it on over your makeup. It does set down. Someone else pointed out, and I probably agree, here where you have like dry patches around the nose, you have to be really careful if you put the product on. What you might find is it clings to dry patches. So you really do have to exfoliate your skin well and moisturize well if you don't want it to do that. I find because I moisturize around my eyes, it's not done that. It's been quite good. I wanted to also mention that I did consider buying the new Dior Hydra Nude foundation, serum foundation. Now, it says it's got hyaluronic acid in. Again, it doesn't say what grade it has. And when I went in store to try it on the back of my hand. Now I've got a few little cat scratches here. My cat loves to. She's only playing, but she's really fierce. She doesn't realise how bad she is. I put it on over that to see how well it would diminish the look of that, and it didn't. It's really like putting skincare with a tiny hint of colour on your skin. If you've got rosacea or anything like that, I don't think that foundation's going to work. It put me off buying it because I thought I'm just going to have to put a lot of concealer on to hide redness here and etc. Look at it as a serum with a little bit of hint of colour, and that's what it looks like. So I think I avoided it. If I get a sample when I buy another product from the Dior website, I will try it on and report back to you. But I don't think, again, that's £50, and I don't think I'm going to pay that for it, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be worthwhile. If you want it to be skincare, just buy the serum and then buy a good foundation to hide the rosacea, etc. That's my personal opinion. Anyway, I've waffled on a bit. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, press a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. And any comments, please put them below. Please tell me what you thought of the eyeliner, the eyeshadow alternatives to the new Chanel ones, and also the lip product there. Let me know what you think of that. And anyway, take care. See you for now.